So yeah, this is essentially the car. So I'm actually just filming this in Tesla Adelaide's car park after hours, just because it's really difficult to find a place to actually film the vehicle. But yeah, brand spanking new 2025 Tesla Model 3 Performance, 571 kilometers of range, 261 kilometers per hour, I believe, is the max speed for this vehicle. 0 to 100 in 3.1 seconds. The insane mode is pretty insane. The first time I used it, it felt like my guts basically went into my lungs and my throat. So yeah, it's quick. And also it comes with 20-inch forged wheels. Now, in my case, discovered that I ended up with Pirelli tires, which was really nice. So everywhere else you see advertised, it's generally Bridgestone. Bridgestone is another really good brand, but Pirelli is was something that I had on my previous vehicle as well. My favorite tires to drive with, and of course you can see with the red calipers there. Again, actually quite striking. It's a bit used because I am filming this about a month or 2 months after getting the actual vehicle, because as I picked it up, was set to go on a trip to Singapore, Brunei and Vietnam. Now the Singapore vlog at the time of uploading this has already come out, so if you guys want to have a look at that video, check it out over here. But yeah, so I got this in the Quicksilver, which is a $2,600 upgrade with the black and white interiors, which I'll quickly open up the doors here. And there we are. And obviously music is already blasting, but hopefully it doesn't catch too much on the microphone. Editing, I'm quite novice at this, as you can probably tell. But essentially, you know, never really had leather seats in my vehicles, as previous cars always Alcantara, so decided to go, let's give the white a go. But I think, to be honest, I think the black has kind of grown on me. Also did get the Tesla headrest pillows. They're actually really comfy, not so great with the bucket seats, but you know, if I'm resting in the vehicle on a long drive or anything like that, that pillow is actually quite comfortable. So if you're looking at getting that extra, not too bad. And obviously we have the interior there. At the moment I've gone with purple lights, changed it from the blue or green. Green obviously with the Christmas season coming up. And there is the screen in all its glory. Of course, 2 charging ports there. Now, I don't know about you guys, but when I was doing research on this vehicle, a lot of people talked about how not spacious the back was, but honestly, it's plenty. I mean, I'm not super tall, I'm not super short, but I think for your everyday person driving this vehicle or riding in the back, I think it's enough. And then we're just gonna take it through to the back here. Of course, I've got the performance badge, plenty of boot space. Now, this is the charging port, if it will work. This is probably one of the weird glitches. It doesn't always work. You actually have to tap quite hard, but the charging port is there. Oh, just a few things. So with the purchase options, did not go with the full self-drive yet. It has now, at the time of uploading, this is November. Full self-drive is now out. I think they first started with $109 per month, but now it's gone up to $149 per month. When you purchase it on the website, it still comes through as a flat 10,100 Australian dollars upgrade, and I believe that's permanent. But yeah, now there's the monthly option. But for me, I really love driving cars, so not really planning on going full self-drive yet, but there's plenty of reviewers online testing that out, so definitely go check those out when you're doing your research. I ended up going with the mobile charger. So at the moment, the property I'm living at is a rental, so obviously can't install a permanent one at the property without the landlord's permission. I can't really be bothered going through that whole step, so I just went with the mobile charger. Mobile charger is pretty good, at least for my uses. I live relatively close to my workplace, so you know, the overnight charge goes from about, you know, I only use about 10% or less, maybe 5% a day. So in a week, I probably only need to charge it overnight once per week, which has been great. Now, the total cost of this vehicle is normally $91,175, according to the latest check I saw on the Tesla website. I did take advantage of the sale that was in sale was due until the end of September, and there was also a $3,500 tax benefit. So all in all for myself, it came down to about $83,000, so quite a nice discount. I did go through it as novated lease. So for me, when I did the math, at least in my situation, obviously this isn't tax advice or financial advice or anything like that. This is just what worked for myself. It worked out to be about $20,000 cheaper in the long run, and I went with a 5-year lease there. The main killer there is out of pocket. If you were to get insurance in Australia for a Tesla Model 3, or at least maybe in South Australia specifically, I'm not too sure of the details, it's about it's about $3,600 to $4,200. Just had to let a truck go by there. So it comes out to be about $3,600 a year to $4,200 a year in terms of the quotes that I got. And so over 5 years, that's around $20,000 in just insurance out of your pocket. And that's not even including the cost to maintain or anything else. Whereas in my novated lease, everything is included.